Hey guys, I am trying something new. I actually have this weird chest cam mount thing for my phone because I wanted to see if it works out. I can do a walk and talk, and with my other channel, maybe walk around parks or hikes, whatever. Anyway, I want to see how stable this works. But I have one story I forgot to talk about, but it's basically about karma and how long sometimes karma can take. So sometimes you want to give up. We're next to a executive airport thing, so it's like some private planes. Anywho, okay, so let's see, about 20 years ago, I was working for this garden center newsletter mom and pop company. And I thought it was great because I could be a stay-at-home parent, stay-at-home mom, plus work on the computer. But it wasn't as great as I thought it was because the boss man would either pay with bad checks or delay pay, and it was kind of frustrating. But he'd always gaslight me to go, well, you know, you're able to stay at home and, you know, you get paid, was it $12 an hour? You're lucky that you get paid that way only because you live in California at the time. Everyone else doesn't get paid like that. So it kind of made me feel bad. So I kind of sucked it up for quite a while, actually. And it was him and his partner. And I sucked it up for a long time until I was kind of fed up at the point where I was being overworked, not getting paid, and or with bad checks. So I finally had to quit. But these nurseries, garden centers, they were used to working with me, and so they wanted to follow me. And like, you know, are you going to do it on your own? So I was like, oh shoot. I don't know if I have the resources, but I kind of managed to do. Some of them, like, you know, I don't write articles or anything, so some of them are like, no, we do our own content. You just format it, send it out through some kind of email, you know, provider. So I gave it a shot. But there was one nursery that needed all of that stuff, the writing, the server, all that stuff, and I didn't have access to either. So I had partnered with two other people who also had quit with that newsletter company because they were also getting screwed over. And so we all three partnered up, and it was my idea. I'm the one that grabbed the clients. But for some odd reason, those two decided, the one decided, okay, I can do the server part. You can hold space on my server. The other one's like, I can write articles, because she did. But for some reason, those two got together and decided, hey, let's us two team up and make her work for us for $10 an hour. And I'm like, what the hell just happened? And this was after the fact that I had already built all the newsletter templates. And they started, because I, again, at the time lived in California, I guess I was getting paid more because it's more expensive to live out there. But they were hiring some people from India that the other company was using. They were working like off to the side for them, like a side job, doing what I was doing. So I was kind of catching on, like, this is some real bull crap. Like, you guys not only taking my idea, but you're taking like my clients. But fortunately, the ones that didn't need a writer or server or any of that, I did not let them have access to them. It was just that one nursery with the 5 locations. With all that said, knowing I was going to be screwed over, I just quit and let them have it. I was like, I tend to do that. People who like to screw me over, I just let them and walk away, even though it pisses me off. So years have gone by now, and I'm seeing that they are doing the newsletter or whatever. I just kind of forgot about it, to be honest. I was moving on with my other stuff. And about 5 years later, that nursery contacts me. I do not want to work with that writer lady. Please, 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 can you come back? And I'm like, I really had no I still have no resources to write or have a server. Like, oh no, we're still using the guy for the server. We just need someone to help us with the getting the newsletter ready and sending it out. We have writer's access that we're using for the articles. So all you need to do is format it. And I'm like, okay, well, at least they got rid of one person. There was karma right there. But I didn't want them to know, like, my name, like I'd have my name exposed in case she would have some kind of revenge on me. But they fired her on the spot because they could not stand her. So for me, it was like, gosh, it took like only 5 years. Good Lord, for karma to come get her. But they were still using the guy for the server. And I'm like, why? So all the same, I said, please, if I'm going to publish, the stuff onto your website, I don't want it to be by my name. Just use your company name. So that's how it worked out. So now another 5 years go by. I totally forgot to even use that guy for a server because I don't have to work with him at all. But there's been a few times where the server has gone down and I can't do this. I can't access the website or upload anything, and it's very frustrating, and the newsletters need to go out every Thursday. And I know that the main guy I work with at the nursery has been frustrated with the server guy, but the owner has some loyalty for some reason towards him. Well, 2 weeks ago, the same thing happened. I could not access. The server was slow. I could not upload any images. I couldn't even do the job. I couldn't get the drafts done. And so finally, the guy I work with the nursery, dealing with the articles and all that stuff, the marketing guy, I guess you'd call him, called me up and said, sorry for your frustration, because I was about to quit. I'm like, I can't do this. I'm not really getting paid that much anyway, but this is really annoying. I don't know why you guys use so-and-so for server space, because he really sucks. You guys should just go with a bigger company. And he was saying, we agree, because we were down all weekend. We lost, apparently what happened was that company, his server, and the company he uses to handle their files, deleted their website. And we're trying to get it back up. That's why I couldn't upload anything. And then I guess all the e-commerce links were broken, so that nobody could access like ordering sod or anything else that they can order online. I'm gonna turn around right here. So, because I'm gonna go back. So anyway, so that happened. So they lost weekend orders. And then they kept saying, oh yeah, the website's back up. And I'm like, I can't upload anything still. So they were lying to him. And then the marketing guy goes, every time I try to contact them, it takes them like a day to even fix anything. So they're really slow at it. We're losing business. And I'm like, I don't understand. You're trying to save a little money by using this guy, but it's probably not worth it, because he seems to be putting this job as a back burner. I think he has like another job, and this is like a second job or a side job or whatever. So like when something bad happens, like it's not any rush for him to fix, but for them, this is their life. Like they gotta, make money off their nursery. So anywho, and apparently they said, if this should ever happen again, which was their fault to begin with, by the way, they said, this is not our problem. So it was extremely unprofessional. And then the marketing guy was trying to contact the server guy, the shady server guy, and he won't call him back. And he goes, man, he's also a coward for not even talking to me. So he's trying to definitely convince the owner of the nursery, please, we need to move our files to a bigger server. And I was just like, in my head, like, oh my God, finally, the final karma. It only took 10 years. So I know, like, sometimes it's, and I probably will never see the karma with my sisters, all the shit they've done. Because I was just thinking about my older brother that died. We were on good terms. In fact, when he was dying of AIDS. And I had created a Disneyland video kind of for him. Like, I knew he was in the hospital. And so it was like it was back in the day with VHS. I made him a video of us all going to Disneyland and going on rides just to make him feel like he was with us. And he died to that video. Like, he was watching it and he passed away. So I'm like, okay, me and him never had a bad relationship. The fact that my sisters took my part for my kids' money, it's like so not cool. And it wasn't his wishes. I understand they're going to take my mom's side money because I don't talk to my mom either. I don't talk to them or my mom. So I get they're going to take her money. But it's just so not cool. Like, where's the karma in all this? And so sometimes, unfortunately, it could take years. And sometimes you may never see it. Because unless somebody updates me, I'll never know. But with regards to the garden center one, I finally saw the karma after 10 years of that bullshit. I mean, I wasn't antagonized by it. I really kind of didn't give a shit anymore. But it sure was nice to know that he finally got what he deserved after being a shady ass. And that the writer lady for sure got her part like 5 years ago. So that was a sigh of relief. Anyway, guys, hope this chest cam works out. I mean, I look like a big dork, but it'd be nice to just go take a walk around the park or something and, you know, talk and do a talk about. Not always a drive about. So, thank you guys for watching, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.